Hey everyone, stick with us versus herd. If it's your first time here, you like the content, hit subscribe. If you want to get notifications for when we post videos, tap the bell. If you want to join the UVH fam, our community, link is below in the description to our Discord and our options trading group on Facebook. If you're here watching this right now, comment below, say what up. Let us know what you're thinking of for this week ahead. You think this week's going to be green this week or it's going to be red? Hit the like button for the YouTube algo. Definitely appreciate you. We're going to get into it right now. S&Ps are down 37, Dow's down 340, NASDAQ down 68, gold's down $1.10, we got oil down $1.15. So right now we're just kind of, we gap down at Sunday night here. It's kind of just chilling, seeing what's going on. SPY right now is at like 301, 300 area right now, basically revisiting where it was, its lows yesterday. This week, starting last week, we had a bit of volatility come back into the market. Volatility was decreasing. If you're looking at VXX or VIX, all last week, prior to the last couple of days, we've basically been on a very steady decline. We actually hit on the VXX a few days ago. We were at like 28, 29 area before popping back up to 45, right? And the market is reacting to a potential second wave. And honestly, my opinion, this is of course my opinion. I'm no doctor, I'm no scientist, I don't know anything. But this is my opinion of kind of where I think things are. I don't think there's a second wave. I honestly think that, especially in Illinois, I'm in Illinois. So especially in Illinois, we just started opening back up. The virus never left. We're just encountering more people now because things are opening back up. Everyone's going back to however, restaurants, you can't eat inside restaurants in Illinois still. You can't eat inside restaurants. So Illinois' numbers aren't as high as some of the other states that are like California right now, Florida, Texas. I think those places are popping off. Illinois is still on a decline, but who knows what's going to happen? I went out to the stores this weekend; it was packed. Who knows? But I don't think there's a second wave. In my opinion, a second wave is the virus goes away or goes away for the majority of people where the risk is very low, and then all of a sudden it just boom, the risk explodes, and then there's clusters or pockets of people getting sick all over the place, and then we have a second wave coming on us. And we know that the market went up a little bit too high, a little bit too quick. If we're looking at SPY right now, we ripped up from 291 up to 322, and I honestly think that it was a little bit too much, too quick. And looking at the charts right here, regardless if you're bullish or bearish or whatever, we know that the markets are unreasonable in both directions, to the bull side, to the bear side. As you can see, we dipped down to 218, came all the way back to the 324, popped back down now. So, the one thing that I do think though is good is volatility is back. Volatility is king when it comes to options trading. We're going to be making more money. Sure, I had a red week last week, but that doesn't mean there's no opportunity for me in the future. I'm just going to have to play slow, make sure that I'm seeing the market correctly, and execute my trades. There's a lot of trades I did last week that I honestly could have been on the green on, but I didn't take profits because we just running. We got too comfortable. And then, Mr. Market smacks you in the face and says, "Hey, I'm here. Respect." So here we are, looking at, the chart here though, I wouldn't go, for me, I'm definitely not going to go all bearish right now. I'm probably sticking to mostly day trades until we kind of figure this out, because swing trades are going to be probably pretty risky. So I'm going to be focusing more on day trades coming up in the next week or so. And next week, I think Wednesday and Thursday, I'm not going to be around. So I just want to be very careful. So Monday and Tuesday, we're going to be very careful. Looking at primarily day trades. And we had some pretty huge gap downs. We're going to be down right now. We're at 300, 301. So we're just riding the 200 day here. Are we going to crack it? We cracked it on Friday and bounced back up, right? We cracked it, it hit 298, and then we bounced back up into market close. So I'm right now eyeing this 200 day, kind of seeing, is it going to respect it? Is it not going to respect the 200 day? But right now we're floating right between the 200 day and the 10-day moving average on SPY. And then looking at some of these other stocks too, that you're not, before people get all bearish, we have a great opportunity. I mean, if things are gonna turn around and go back to being bearish, we're higher than we ever were before, especially like an Apple. I mean, right now 338, close at 338. I mean, a little bit of movement to the downside didn't hurt anything in the 1 year chart here. As you can see, in the long run, it's not doing anything. So, I'm looking to see everyone. There's a lot of people that are piling on the bear train, and do you. But for me, I'm just going to be very, very cautious. I'm going to be sticking to day trades. And as you can see or Friday, you can see that there was some really nice price action in Apple. Both bears and bulls were getting fed. That is what you want. Bulls and bears getting fed. When one side is the only one doing the eating, that's when you need to be a little bit concerned. Because as you can see, as we are ripping up here, I mean, sure, we can come back down to 300, but it's really, Apple's respecting the 10-day moving average. Are we going to crack below 332? Are we going to come back down here to 320 area, which is a little bit more solid support, 320, 325 area? I mean, we definitely could. So, right now, I think that there's a lot of noise, and we just kind of pull back. We need to be very disciplined in what our trades are and be very careful. I mean, NVIDIA as well. I mean, if you're looking at NVIDIA, 1 year chart here, I mean, it's just chilling up in here. So I'm not getting too bearish, but I am going to be playing puts. I will also be playing calls on the day trade. So for myself, I'm just going to be very, very careful. Tesla as well. I mean, all these charts are still looking very bullish. Amazon still looking bullish. I don't know about Google. Google's not looking as bullish, but Boeing. If we look at Boeing actually held on all day. Sure, there was a couple dips and stuff, but Boeing on Friday held on. I was actually really impressed by the strength. I mean, this went up way too fast, way too quick. I mean, it literally went from 160 to 230. We did ride this a little bit. I did lose a little bit of money when it came back down here, but this gap up, it was holding it. So we'll see if we can come back up here to the 220, 230 area. But right now, for me, I'm not going to really pay attention to too much news. I'm just going to try to be very mindful of the price and probably limit my swing trades. Now, going into this week, Jerome Powell is going to be active again, so just be mindful. Jerome Powell is going to be active again. We got Jerome Powell on Tuesday, we got Jerome Powell on Wednesday, and then on Friday we have a bunch of Fed chairs, kind of giving speeches and that sort of thing, which I don't think is overly too important. We mostly care what Jerome Powell is saying, and he was on last week, and the market just did not like what he had to say. However, if you're looking at some of these charts here, right now, so there's some of the charts that I'm looking at is the economy waking back up? Are people getting back to work? Are people going back out to eat? And as you can kind of see here on the CNBC article here, things are trying to rip back up, but I think that the market kind of got a little bit ahead of itself, and there's going to be some pullback. So right now, I'm not overly too concerned. Hotel occupancy is moving back up. U.S. air travel very, very slowly. Who knows how long it's going to take, but it's going up very slowly. Home purchases, they're back into the positive range, and directions on the Apple Mats, these are moving up a little bit as well. So just be mindful that the economy is reopening. Steve Mnuchin said they're probably not, or they're absolutely not going to close. If there's a second wave, they're not going to close down the economy, mainly because they said it would cost more damage than what the actual virus will do. And who knows? I'm not gonna debate that. But right now, what I'm looking at are, there's a bunch of bullish charts out. Especially if you're looking at SPY, you're looking at Apple, you're looking at Microsoft. I mean, right now, the bull is in control. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens tomorrow at open. I'm going to be live in the morning. We're gonna see what kind of going on. But like I said, I'm definitely going to be playing more day trades, just respecting the price, getting in, getting out, not trying to marry any position or trying to go long term right now. I do have some longer term positions in right now on Disney, Boeing, and those can just kind of chill there because those don't expire till the third week of July. So we have a lot of time for this to figure out, but I'm definitely excited about the increase in volatility. I'm pretty much going to be focusing on those stocks that I showed you here: SPY, Apple, Tesla, and Boeing, maybe Amazon as well. So, but you guys stay safe, stay green. If you watch this video to the end, comment watch to the end, hit the like button. I'll see you in the morning.